Let's do this.
Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Match Analysis. Recently I managed to play on my main again and I got up to gold for the first time. So I decided we're going to put an end to the Shoto analysis series specifically, and we're just going to focus on doing match analysis in general. So today, for our first match, I'm going to focus on the set that I had with Cammy here. It's one that I don't remember much, but I think we're going to have a good time going back and revisiting it.
For those who I wish to protect, I will fight you!
Boom! That's how you start the fight and finish it quickly!
Round one. Fight!
Alright, so right out the gate, we start by getting hit with this just simple poke, and it leads directly into a heavy spiral arrow. Off a single hit confirm like that, I'm inclined to think that she's just buffering into these heavy spiral arrows. So that's something I know I can punish if we can get the block on it. So as long as we start just being a little more defensive and blocking that first attack, we'll be able to get the punch on that block. Right, she got a grab on wake up there. I'm okay with taking grabs because it means time to get back on. Once again, we start taking extra damage just from letting her get her pokes off and leading into combos. That one she did get a 2-hit confirm on, so it's very likely that she did wait to see the confirm before going on the cannon spike on that particular offense. However, that one, it was only a single hit. So if we go back and watch it one more time, she's just throwing out random pokes, and then she hits one that connects and leads into the cannon spike. I think as long as we just start guarding more reactively, try and wait for her to get those big blocks, we'll be able to take that punish back. This is an interesting one. So I like the jump attacks here, but I especially like it how we throw out that static strike first. I can't remember what it's actually called. The bolt strike from Laura. But with that, it gives us a buffer, so if she tries to go for a DP of some sort, like her cannon spike, that's going to prevent us from getting anti-aired to normal. It lets us get a nice, easy grab, keep the pressure in the front on. So that overhead right there is also very unsafe on block. When you're getting people in the corner and pressure, I've noticed that they tend to have a lot of issues trying to figure out if that in particular is blockable high-low. So when I have openings like that and I see they're not blocking on it, I want to start using it more sporadically, because the more I use, the more they're going to realize that's very unsafe. Like, I believe it's something like -5 on block. I guess we're not going to be able to see it there because we hit. But we get her again with it there, catch her off guard, and we go once more, but it puts us in a bad spot that she could have got a react on us. And unfortunately that one right there is just forgetting about the fact that Cammy has an ability to go through fireballs. I was using it as a way to kind of block my advance forward. So once again I'm noticing that we have that one poke into heavy spiral arrow. So again, just focusing on being more defensive, and we can get a chance to be reactive and harass that way.
Not done yet!
Right there, I expected her to go for some kind of attack right out the gate. When she didn't jab, I just accidentally got the tech throw. I should have delayed it to try and block tech and the grab, but the delay tech did not work quite the way I was expecting it to, and I just got the grab instead. That is another one that is very unsafe on block for Laura, that double overhead. One habit I want to get better about is going for that first one, and then if I see that it's not blocked, continue it, or on block, I want to move so I can hit something like the crouching medium kick to kind of push myself away so I can't get immediately harassed, like it just did there. Once again, we're losing to that poke game by Cammy. So on this, I wish I could have gotten a better combo confirm. We got the first poke on the way down, but we just didn't space ourselves to get a better full combo out of it. And I wasn't expecting that medium punch to hit, so it was just kind of an unfortunate. And there we go. We saw her. She hit that one hit that she was gonna think she got a whiff punish off of, and she turned it into just going for a full-on heavy DP. So one kick, and we get a nice bread and butter off of it.
Spiral arrow.
And once again, she's doing this very aggressive. She's getting greedy, trying to get these extra damage and harass off, trying to catch us guessing. As long as we're just being defensive, this is a very strong tactic against this particular Cammy player, it seems. She goes to that heavy spiral arrow. We get a nice little bread and butter combo for a good 350 damage to finish the round.
Final round. Fight.
Okay, so we had some good little pokes there. We didn't take any damage, and we got to be reactive to what she was doing. Even though she didn't go for anything, it was just solid defensive poke play. And she caught us with that just one poke heavy spiral arrow. So she's not learning from her mistakes at this point. We should be learning that this is something we can exploit. Ooh. So, that was bad on our part. She should have gone for anything other than a critical art here. She may have been trying to go for a cannon spike and accidentally hit her CA. But we're going for just that single hit. She thought she got the confirm, but being crouched in the corner, that can't hit with Cammy, so this is most likely just a failed input on her part. I just wish I could have gone something for more of a harass. I had plenty of time to see that there was a CA and get a full like bread and butter triple hit combo off, but muscle memory and wanting to harass and interrupt her got the better of me, and I just went for that light kick and didn't follow it up. And it puts us back in the corner because of it. She gets the stun on us. We're in a very bad spot. She's got a good potential to get a little more damage off. Without new bars, she can't really kill with more than, she need more than one at least. But let's see what we got going on. So she gets her combo, but she doesn't confirm. Since she's been so aggressive, I go for the wake up super, and I get lucky pulling it into a couple of combos. And right there, that's what I was talking about. Because it's unsafe on block, we go with the V-skill trick, the V-skill cancel to make it safe, and turn it into a normal throw to get that harass off. We get her poking on wake up. We hit her with that overhead, so I think, okay, she's probably going to be doing this again. She's had a very consistent pattern of being very aggressive. If we get that back shimmy, we can get something else on her. She ends up guarding, but we still get that jump back shimmy kick, preventing her from being as aggressive as she wants and catching her off guard to win the round. So from that particular round, I really want to take away that I can be more defensive in my play with Laura. I can be more reactive to watching them make mistakes. And I think that's really the big takeaway, along with using less unsafe moves, like going for that double overhead strike when I don't have a V-skill activation that I can kind of cancel it with. So those are going to be the things I'm going to practice going forward from that particular match.
That's how you start the fight and finish it quickly.
Be afraid. Now you gaze upon your death. Round one. Fight.
To get the fireball pressure, we just walk up, jump over his fireball because his has such a long windup. Let's take another look at what happened because I wasn't too sure how we got this. He guessed on wake up. Okay, so we took the time to charge up the bolt strike, and he was able to get that kind of wake up dragon punch into us that has those invincibility frames. But even with that, Laura's fireball has a large wind up time. So the fact that he did the quick rise meant we needed to either fire it out more immediately and start preparing, or we just not commit to it at all. Alright, so as soon as he started pushing in on us, we got a couple jabs to push him back, and instantly once he gets back to that distance, he's going to resort to jumping. Unfortunately, we missed our anti-air for that particular one. Because he was too close, we may not have been able to hit him with our standard medium punch anti-air that does the overhead. So on that one, we probably would have had to go with like the jump back, slap in the air to get the anti-air. But just like we noticed with our last Kage video, that Tatsu is unsafe on block. So now that we have him in this position, we know we can get some free harass off on him. Just like that, we hit bread and butter. We get a little harass off. That was an unsafe jump. He just wasn't prepared to react to it. Because he did the quick rise, he got tagged by the fireball, so he may have been a little worried about jumping into us immediately. But that was an unsafe jump for us. We didn't get a cross up. We are in the perfect range to get hit by any of his anti-airs. We did have a good anti-air though. We finally got one. It felt solid. We followed up with a nice grab. We block his fireball with our own, and as soon as we saw that he's in an attack animation, we got to get a sweep, give him Oki, and reset up our own pressure again. See, if we go back and look at that particular anti-air instead, we see as soon as we get him down, we go for the fireball. He's back up already. This is another one where he could have done the wake up DP and hit us. And for this one though, we've got the fireball out. We are able to use it as our buffer, so that's kind of our safety net to jump in and try and get an aggressive attack on him. With his backup, he turns it into a safe block, but it prevented him from doing anything crazy going after us. And we just get a nice little walk-up throw.
Round 2. Fight.
A little bit unsafe. The fact that he backs up just kind of hurt him more. He wasn't in position to harass us, but if he just blocked it, he would have had a good opportunity to attack. We catch him guessing. He realized too late that it could go in on harass, and we caught his punch on a whiff punish with that cross up, and we get a nice little overhead. Once again, we see that he wakes up with that quick fireball. It's going to be canceled out by ours, but we have time to react because our fireball's already released. Unfortunately, we go with one of the moves that was not a guaranteed hit, which was jumping in to try and cross him up, because we'd already mentally committed to that, but that was not the right play. As soon as we'd seen that those fireballs connected, we could have gone for that sweep, get the Oki while he's still in recovery, or we could have led into our bread and butter combo, which is that. And then that's just guessing. We got lucky as soon as he got hit by that fireball. He was blocking standing up. We got the easy kick on him on the ground. And this is one of those where we just missed an optimal combo. We wanted to initially get that heavy kick strike out about right here. We needed it to come out before this because we needed it to connect before the lightning bolt actually hits the Kage. If it does, we're able to get a full hit confirmed. That would have led to if not a kill, it would have led to something a little bit better. So even though this was a round where we had a perfect,
wins.
He had a lot of opportunities to get in on us. And even though we don't have to know Kage well, we know our character. As long as we're focusing on what we can do better. In wins, it can be a little bit harder to learn what you can do better in a matchup, but in this particular situation, there were quite a few things that we could still do. Just because we got a perfect doesn't mean we played perfect. So we're going to take that and build on it for next time. Thank you guys for coming and hanging out with me today. If you have any comments or feedback, please leave it down below. Like, subscribe, all that jazz, and you all have a wonderful afternoon.